Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Temi Lola. On this channel, we talk about how you can find yourself in Germany either as a student or as a worker. But lately, we've decided to add more spice. I mean spices. Okay, so now we're going to be elaborating more on things Germany can offer you to just come to Germany, or things you can do in Germany, either you're already in Germany, living in Germany, or intending to come into Germany. Okay, so today we have a broad topic which I'm just going to be specific about, not really go in depth, but then it's nothing so much, which is the health insurance here in Germany. There was a previous video I talked about different types of insurances here in Germany. I mean the health insurance, and that is the private health insurance and the public health insurance. So it all depends on the category you falls. It depends where you work, and it depends on your status here in Germany. So that will actually depend which or what type of health insurance you should go for. Okay, so the best health insurance I'll always recommend for students, which is under the public health insurance, is the TK. That is known as the Techniker Krankenkasse. I actually use that currently, though I use that because of my status as a student and as a worker. Okay, so that is why I'm using TK, because I actually also Googled it and I saw that they have a lot to offer. I prefer them, so I went for it. Okay, then the second one is AOK. AOK is also a government, like a public health insurance that could also be used by students. That doesn't mean they cannot be used by workers. They are also being used by workers. Then we have the DAK Gesundheit, dark Gesundheit. So that one also is also for students and also for workers. And the cost is in between, let me just say, on the average of 120 to 130 euros per month. Okay. Normally, this would have been removed from your salary before you get your netto salary. It would have been removed from your gross salary as a worker if you are using any of these insurances. But if you are a student, you have to pay that by yourself. You have to pay that by yourself. You are also paying as a worker by yourself, but indirectly, it would have been removed before you get your final salary in your bank account. Okay. Then we have the private health insurance, which is known as the Privat Krankenversicherung in Germany. Okay, so we have that too. So the top providers on this aspect, like I said to Ali to them, these are Mavista. Shout out to Mavista. I love my vista so well that I do not want to leave there, but I just have to. Because of my status currently, I have to be insured by a government um, health insurance. I can't be under private. So the reason I just have to leave them. I love that insurance so much. They are so flexible. They are so like their empathy is top notch. They are so considerate. They are so great. I do, in fact, I lack words to. Okay, maybe if you really want me to say something or tell people why I love my vista, I can make a video of that. It's like a video of my life. So if you really want me to talk about that, just put that in the comment section below, okay? Because I'm so sure some people will be thinking with them, why does she really love my vista like this? And she's not even saying anything more than I love them. So if you really want to know the story behind me loving my vista, put it in the comment section so that we can talk on that separately. Okay, so the second one is care concept. I have never used care concept before, but I also understood they are very great. Also for students, they are all these I'm talking about are also for students and workers. But there's a way they best suit for individual categories you fall into. So care concept two for both workers and students. And Dr. Walter, or maybe Volta, because the word V or W in Germany is pronounced as V. Okay, let me just say Dr. Volta. Okay, so the third one is Dr. Volta. Here in Germany, so it's also a private Krankenversicherung. I mean the private health insurance. Okay, and the cost also is between 30 to 50 euros. So all these three for this private health insurance, the cost is between 30 to 50 euros. Can you see that? So that is why I always tell students that go for private health insurance, because this will fill up your budget. It will make it will be cost effective for you. So go for private health insurance. Do not allow people to tell you that, oh, go for public, go for public. Going for public is good, but you are spending like times three, times four. Imagine you as a student, you're paying like, let me just say maximum of 50 euros, because while I was using my visa, I was actually paying 50 euros at a point. At a point, initially I started with 25 euros. So at a point, I decided to just upgrade, and I was paying them 50 euros every month. Imagine, compared to someone paying over 200 euros or paying over 150 euros as a student. So that is that. Okay, but here are some ones, like some public health insurance I will just strictly, recommend for workers. So these are still the technical cranking, can say the TK, which I use, also could be used by students, but at this moment I want to make it strictly for students and for workers rather. Okay, so go for TK, go for Bama, go for SBK, which is Siemens BKK. Okay, and the cost is just 50-50. The cost is 50-50 because your employer is going to pay part, like a certain percentage, and you as the employee, you're going to also pay the other percentage, so which makes it flexible for you. So just do that. Okay, then for the private health insurance that I'll always recommend for workers are the Autonova and Alliance DKV AXA. The funny thing is that Alliance too is like, I think they work hand in hand with Mavista. Yes, they work hand in hand with Mavista. So if you are a worker and you need a private health insurance, just go for those ones. Okay. So the conclusion for today's video is just going to be on the fact that my recommendations for students is, under private is Mavista, and under public is TK or AOK. And for employees, I mean working people, just go for TK. Just go for TK, because there's no how you won't use public health insurance. But then if you get to a certain threshold of salary, whereby you're eligible to use the private, go for Alliance. Okay, so I hope this video helps a lot of people out there. So thank you so much for listening, for taking your time to watch this video, and please do not forget to give a thumbs up, give a share, like, subscribe, please subscribe. Let's get to, I do not even know what to ask for, but please, let's move forward. Thank you so much, love you, and see you in my next video. Bye.